guys, so I look a mess, but it's my one day off in forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and film this video of me making this. This is the Helmer cabinet from IKEA. It is like a actual, like, I don't know, it's not like a filing cabinet, but it definitely has that material. So as you can see, I have one right here. It's pretty small. I wasn't expecting it to be this small, but the good thing is I bought another one, and so now I'm gonna go ahead and record myself doing this just to kind of help you out, because I mean, I'm pretty good at putting things together, but sometimes I'll like skip a step. So the first thing you're going to see are your directions. Excuse my mess in here. Like I only am in here to do my makeup, and I just, because I haven't had like drawers or anything, I haven't like been able to get it set up or anything. So this is basically like my nothing room, just full of chaos at the moment. So these are gonna be what it stands on, like what supports it all. You're gonna get your little tools. I decided not to put the wheels on mine, but if you'd like to, I can kind of show you guys how to do that. These are the actual drawers that you're gonna have to kind of mold together. Get all those out of the way. And then you're gonna have the sides and the backs. And then these are the actual drawers. You can see that they have the back to it and the top of it. So we'll kind of just, separate those. I had so much more room to do this with the first one, so now I'm like, it's kind of messy. All right, here we go. These are gonna be what the drawers slide on and off of. Ugh, hate mess. Okay. And these are two, but they are slightly different. They're for the other drawer, or the other side. This is the back of the cabinet. And then this is the other sides. Now, the first one was a little bit funky to set up because all of the not all of them, but like some of the parts were like banged up, and I was just like, what in the world? Not what I was wanting, but anyways, it's okay. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna just line these up like this. This is also what it says to do in the directions. And you're gonna have these long ones. These both are kind of different. So one of them is gonna go in to the side on this side like this, and then you have the one with the opposite side, and it's gonna go this way. Okay, so these are all gonna go on this side, and these will all be over here. So the first step is to get these on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slide that in. And then you kind of have to wiggle it around a little to make sure it goes in and it's not just kind of there. All right, so that one's in. And then you want to make sure you click it into place. Same thing there. Put it in, kind of click it into place. Oops, wrong way. You definitely don't want to mess up here. This is really important, and I mean, it kind of makes it to where you can't mess up. Because of how they're all kind of lined up. You'll know if something's wrong, you'll kind of know it, because it just won't be easy to do. All right, so now all of our little bars are in place on that one. We're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add these into place. Now, whenever you're placing that in, make sure that these little parts that stick out are on top, because you're gonna put this in and you want it to be like a reverse L if you're looking at it straight on. And you're just gonna go ahead and slide that in all the way, and you want it to kind of pop in. This should be a regular L on the left side. pop it in. All right, so now this is where you can stand it up. You're just gonna do the same thing, just pop it into place. Go. There we go. And just pop it in. We can place it back up. The next step is going to be to put the back on. And make sure that you put the back on the side that has the square and not the side that has that little loop thing. So the back is gonna go over here. Now you want the holes at the bottom to have that little U part, and then at the top you just want the part for the screws. So we are placing the back just like that, but you're not gonna stop there, of course. What we want to do is where those little loops or U kind of things were, we're gonna just take a screwdriver, could be any I guess, and you're just gonna go ahead and push down on the part that kind of sticks out, that kind of makes that U shape. The reason we want to do this is so that it secures the back. Right in here we have this little loop kind of part. And so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my screwdriver and I'm just gonna push it in. Where are we? Push it in, and then I'm gonna stab it down. And this is gonna secure the back. I guess IKEA really believes in those little flaps just kind of securing it, so I mean, whatever, we'll go with it. Once you get the back secured, it's gonna want you to put the top on. You wanna make sure that these little bottle looking holes are facing you, so the top of the bottle would be facing you. So it would be right here, and then the back would be in the back. What we're gonna do is, we see these little things that are just kind of sticking up right here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna place them on. And the purpose of the bottle is so that whenever you get that on, you can just kind of push it back and it'll secure it. Or IKEA's way of securing things, you know. Kind of weird though how there are like holes for screws and there aren't any screws for that. Like there's not supposed to be a screw in it. I think that's kind of funky, but I don't know if maybe the materials are just used for different things. And you guys have the option of putting the wheels on at this point, but I'm not gonna do that. So all I'm gonna do is just secure the bottom part where the wheels would go. I'm just gonna place a screw right in here to make sure that that stays onto the drawer. So part of your little bag, you're gonna get these just to label your drawers whenever you're ready. These are your handles. You'll get the wheels, which I'm not gonna use because I just don't like that. But if you did happen to want to use the wheels, first you would secure the bottom right in here. You would secure the side to the bottom, the base of it, with this right in here, the pointy one. And then you would go ahead and secure that wheel to the base of it as well. And it would go right in here, and then there are two little holes in here that you could put your screwdriver in, for the screws in. All right, but I'm not gonna use those, so we'll just push those away. And all I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and secure the base and the side together. Oh my God, my room is such a mess, it's awful. That's something I'm gonna do today too. I'm gonna deep clean my apartment, because I don't spend much time here. The time I do spend here, I am like making a mess because I'm eating, I'm just hanging out. Because I'm only here maybe like, I don't know how often I'm here, but not very often. So I just pretty much eat and sleep here. And then even on weekends, like I'm either at work or I'm visiting my family in California. So I've had this for like a week now, I think, and so I'm barely getting to put it together. But at least it's here, at least I'm getting some of my apartment together. And eventually it'll all be good. Now we can go ahead and work on the actual drawers. The simple part is like how you put them together. So it came flat, right? But then all you need to do is just make sure that, of course, this part of it where it's gonna be able to slide through is facing up, and it should make like an N. Because it starts off as a U, it should make an N, and then you just kind of push these up. They kind of have like these cutouts, so it makes it easy. Then you're gonna take your drawer. You have the front and the back. Start off with the front. Make sure that you have these arrows. So you're gonna see some arrows in here. And for the front, the arrows are gonna have to be pointing down. And then you'll place your front of the drawer here. You wanna make sure that your place where you put your tabs can go in from the top. But you want this to kind of hug it, and that's how you know you have it nice and secure. You're gonna see these little parts sticking up on the inside, and then these you're just gonna take and push them down. You can push them toward the drawer, outside, away, whatever, but you just wanna make sure that you get them down. And then just kind of push on it to flatten it out. Once you get the front of the drawer on, you're gonna go ahead and take the back. Now this time, instead of it hugging the outside, it's gonna actually be on the inside, and you wanna make sure that what looks like should be the back is on the inside. And what's gonna happen is these squares right here are gonna line up with the bottom right here, but from the inside. And all of these little loops or side walls, I don't know what you wanna call them, side walls is not the right word, but they should go inside one another, and they should kind of lock in place. So this is gonna go, the side is gonna line up with the side, the bottom lines up with the bottom, and then this side should line up with this side. That's gonna make sure it's nice and secure. Now to really secure it in, IKEA is gonna have you do the little loop thing again. We're just gonna kind of poke it through, just like that. Ooh, get it out. Push it through. I like to put the screwdriver all the way in, that way I know it's making it loop around to the other side. Push it in. And loop it around, and then last on this side, push it in, loop it around. For extra security, you can go with your pliers again and just kind of pinch them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this, and then you guys can catch up with me in a minute. We got the drawers put together, and then now we're gonna just put the handles on them. What you're gonna use is the handle, and you're gonna go ahead and use the screw that is more flat at the bottom. I know the lighting's getting really bad, it's getting dark. So I'm gonna start off. I like to put the handle on the outside, just line it up with the holes. Go ahead and take the screw, and I kind of stick the screw through a little bit. So let me see. So it kind of just pops out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and, of course, start just turning the screw so that it just starts to tighten together. Of course, I can't do it all the way with my fingers, so I'm gonna get the other side started. And then I can go in with the driver and just tighten it up till it doesn't tighten anymore. All right, Once we get those on, we'll go ahead and just slide it into the cabinet. And then remember those little U shapes that were on the sides of them? What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna take our screwdriver and poke them through so that the cabinet can't come out all the way. And we'll do that to the other side. We'll just push it in so it doesn't come out. All right, there they are finished. So all done. We have our little cabinets. If you don't have a huge makeup collection or you just want drawers to kind of get you started, you can go ahead and get these. I'm gonna end up putting them by my vanity once I get all of this chaos figured out. But I'm just gonna put them next to my vanity. I still have to put labels. I don't know if I'm gonna use those labels or if I'll just make my own labels. I'm thinking of just using a label maker to make some different labels for them. But that is it. They feel fine, like they'll last. I'm not sure, of course, how long they'll last. Putting them together was pretty simple, but because of how they shipped, there were some little dents and whatever. But not bad, not bad. I'm gonna organize them, get my makeup all situated, make it pretty. See, you can see the dent right there from shipping. But that is it. If you want to see maybe how I set it up and then how I get my drawers together, how I organize the makeup, maybe get little things to put the makeup in, you can go ahead and subscribe, like this video, comment below if you want to see that, and then I will upload that in the future. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching me and all of my chaos. I'm gonna go now. I have to go get a massage soon. You guys have a beautiful day. God bless.